when fans are watching football on Sunday, they're watching their favorite player. They're probably not thinking to themselves, I wonder what books he's reading at the moment. I know you're a huge reader. I know you love reading. What are you reading at the moment, or what are some of your favorite books, or is there a book that's had an enormous impact on your life?
A lot of them. Yeah, I don't read any fiction. I mean, I'm all in on your books, and I'm not just saying that. I remember when someone sent me a former teammate of mine sent me a copy of Rediscovering Catholicism when I was in Baltimore. And at that time I was reading fiction and business books, and it was more of like I'd read to escape, sort of life, because football was, pretty intense, and I'd want to go on a journey. But so I remember I read that book and I was like, wow. But I read a lot of, they're mostly faith books. Live Not by Lies by Rod Dreher. Under Siege by Austin Ruse. Kind of taking the current situation that we're in and the Catholic faith, and what does this all look like? Because I don't have as much time to read as I would like with the kids and everything. So I need to make sure that what I'm reading is I'm getting the most bang for my buck.
Let's talk about the family a little bit. What's it like having 8 kids?
I guess I really don't know any other way. I mean,
did you think you'd have a big family when you were younger?
That wasn't really wasn't a dream or a thought. Thought I'd have a family, I guess. But I don't know. I guess I'm just good at procreating.
It's a special talent of yours.
No, my wife and I are fortunate that we just wasn't hard to get pregnant. We're blessed with 3 girls and then 3 boys. Named the last one Brady, because we're the Brady bunch. It's kind of a nice bow on everything. We are not able to have any more children biologically, but it was like, I'm kind of like, I like symmetry. It's always kind of nice when things, and so I was like 3 girls, 3 boys, we're good, right? And then my wife brings up adoption. And I was like, we talked about it before, and I was thinking to myself, well, yeah, okay. But I'm thinking deep down, there's no way a birth mother's going to choose us, right? Because we got all these kids already. And the first day that our profile was kind of out there, 2 birth moms picked us. And so we got 2 blessings, 2 adopted sons who, so yeah, and we kind of felt like, I remember thinking when I had 6 kids, I remember feeling like, kind of got this down. Like we can go out to eat. Like we can function normally in society. Now, it's a total mess. It's awesome. We're every day I feel like I'm in over my head, which I think is where God wants you to be.
Your Twitter profile, your tagline is "Live radically in the present moment."
Oh, man.
How does that get challenged in that environment?
There are times that it can be hard because, you got schedules and there's things going on and you got to do it. But that's the beauty of little kids. My youngest, he's almost 5 now. And I think he's my youngest. I think he's going to be my last one. And I'm just thinking, I'm really holding on to these moments because a 4-year-old, they don't know any other way but to live radically in the present moment. That's all they know.
Yeah.
And so when I'm with him, if I plug in with him, I'm there too. And it's beautiful, right? But he'll get older and the world will get its hands on him like it does to everybody. And kind of now we start to worry and think about other things and be other places. And so, yeah, I mean, that's the beauty of kids, right? Sometimes you have no choice but to live radically in the present moment. If they really want it bad enough, if that 4-year-old wants that movie, or he's going to make sure you're in the present moment with him.
Yes, he is.
And it's awesome. It's awesome.
So you've got that going on with your 4-year-old and 3 teenage daughters.
Mm-hmm.
What's that like?
That's scarier. I'm not a doomsdayer, but this culture is a lot of bad stuff. There's a lot of evil. There's a lot of sin, and a lot of stuff's being held up as good stuff, right? That's what's really kind of mind-boggling. Being a kid is hard. Being a young woman in this society that's all sexed up, very hard.
Do you worry more about your daughters than you do your son from a cultural point of view?
I think from a cultural point of view, yes, but I also think because also didn't have any sisters. I don't know. I feel like I'm less equipped to help my daughters. My boys, I know how to deal with boys, at least. The girls, I don't know exactly. I'm learning. As I'm walking with them, I'm learning. I'm trying to be, obviously I'm their father, be their protector. I mean, how do I try to lay a foundation? I mean, I would say I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm trying to kind of figure it out on the fly. I'm praying a lot about it. I really am, because I just don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a great saying I heard from a football coach once. He said, life will bring you to your knees. So you might as well start there.
Mm.
And when things are going good, I probably pray less, right?
Yeah.
Because things are good. I'm good. Things are great. Thanks God. But when things go bad, that's when we drop to our knees and we're like, God, I need you. Help me, right? I mean, that's kind of how I feel with teenage daughters right now. And, maybe I know that God exists. I know the devil exists. I know there's good, and I know there's evil. I don't know. I mean, I think a lot of people are distracted. They can bury their heads in their sand or bury their heads in their iPhone and kind of, just escape the spiritual battle that's going on. I don't. I see it. I'm aware of it. And so maybe that probably gives me more of an edge. I'm not always happy-go-lucky because of it. I feel like that there's something to be done. And so
Are your daughters like relaxed, Dad?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes. I mean, I come on a little strong for sure.
Really?
But at the same time, there are other times too where, 'cause there's lots of crisis in teenage daughters' world. There's serious crises sometimes. And when they want me to be like, why don't I care enough that, like when a boy breaks up with them, I'm kind of glad. Didn't really like that guy anyways. I know what goes on in the head of a teenage boy. I'm glad he's not around it. But yeah, I've been accused of not being sensitive enough at times too. But yeah, this. Any parent knows this. I mean, you want better for your child than you. You want them to be better than you. And you feel like you're pretty responsible for that, like the way I parent, the conversations we have, the rules we have, that's going to dictate to some degree how your life turns out. Now, maybe I need to let go a little bit, but I want to make sure that, I want to make sure I'm giving them the best chance that they can. And it's probably the thing I worry about the most. The thing I worry about the most, and is my kids in this culture.